everybody, Chaplain Welty here, the Tattooed Chaplain. And today's message is going to be a little different than the ones that I've put up in the past. So let's get at it. Now, we all know about physical fitness, especially in the Army. We are required to maintain a certain level of physical fitness in order for us to carry out the physical demands that come along with being a soldier. For years, we've had to perform the annual Army Physical Fitness Test, or the APFT, which measures our level of physical fitness, and it also lets us know the areas that we need to improve. Now, up until recently, this annual test has consisted of how many push-ups you can do in 2 minutes, how many sit-ups you can do in 2 minutes, and then it culminates with a 2-mile timed run. The Army is now starting a new physical fitness test, which is called the Army Combat Fitness Test, or the ACFT, which consists of 6 different physical fitness challenges to determine our combat readiness. These 6 fitness challenges are, first of all, a 3-repetition maximum deadlift, 2, a standing power throw, 3, hand release push-ups, 4, the sprint, drag, and carry, 5, hanging leg tucks, and then 6, the 2-mile run. This new ACFT is going to be a lot more challenging, and it will require much more preparation than the old APFT. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You might be a little stressed out over this new annual fitness test. And to be honest, when I first heard about it, I was a little stressed out too. Now, I'm not the same person I was physically, I'm not the same physically fit person that I used to be back when I first joined the military in 1987, 34 years ago. At 55 years of age, I've got aches and pains in places that I didn't even know I had places. I wake up some mornings and it feels like I've been beaten up in my sleep. But with that, I know that the Army still has standards that I have to meet. Yes, even as a chaplain, I have physical fitness requirements, the same ones that every soldier has. And this takes determination. It means having the mentality and the motivation not to quit, even when I feel like it. This means that we must not only train our bodies, but we must also train our brains. Our brains are the most powerful weapon in the world. Your brain is the only thing that you have when you're going through something difficult. And your brain wants to control you. It's your brain that tells you to quit whenever you begin to feel tired or whenever you begin to feel some discomfort. It's your brain that tells you that you don't have any more fuel in your tank to go those extra repetitions or run a little faster or to go that extra mile. And if you can't control your brain is going to control you, and you're going to end up defeated. Former Navy SEAL and motivational speaker David Goggins, he says it this way. He says, I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capacity. That means whenever we begin to feel some discomfort, whenever we're getting tired in the midst of that physical activity, we're actually only at about 40% of what we can really do physically. But our brain is telling us that we are at 100% and that we can't do anymore. We can't go any further. When you get to that 40%, you need to figure out how it is that you can push yourself to 45%. 50%. Then you'll know what it feels like. And then you'll push yourself some more. You see, you need to be able to tell your brain where you want to go and how it is that you want to get there. Get yourself to the place where your mind is telling you to stop, and then let that begin the starting point to push you toward success. Now, I'm speaking from experience here. When I first joined the military, I was in the Navy. That was back in 1987. I was constantly working out. I hit the gym every day. I'd get up, I'd run anywhere from 6 to 8 miles every morning. But when I got out of the Navy in 1992, all of that stopped not long after. I had lost all motivation, and over time, I began to gain weight until I reached my heaviest at a whopping 410 pounds back in 2007. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was completely unhappy with my life. And to be honest with you, I was fat, I was lazy, and I was unfocused. I would look at myself in the mirror and I would hate what I saw. I knew that I had to get my life under control or I would continue to live in this perpetual state of despair and eventually end up in an early grave. That meant being real with myself, being honest about what I had become and not make any more excuses. So I decided that I had to make some changes. But in order to make these changes, I needed to have a goal. And my goal was to go back in the military. Now, at 410 pounds, that seemed like an impossible thing to do. But I set it in my mind, that's what I wanted to do. Now, along this journey, there were some people who would try to discourage me. But I refused to allow their negativity to tear me down. Instead, when someone would tell me, you can't, I would use that as a motivation to prove them wrong. I would allow their negative words to actually become a mantra in my brain to push me toward the goal that I had. Eventually, I lost 185 pounds and was able to join the Maryland Army National Guard back in July of 2010. Now, why is it that I'm telling you all of this? Because listen, no matter what it is that you want to do in life, whether it's losing weight, getting in shape, maxing your ACFT, getting that promotion, doing well in school, whatever it is, you've got to learn to control your brain and stop listening to yourself and all of those who are around you that are saying you can't, and say, no, I can and I will. Every morning when you get out of bed, you need to be determined to give that day your best self, no matter what the challenges are you may face. You see, as soldiers, as part of our warrior creed, it says, I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. So if you are not satisfied with where you are right now, do something about it. Stop making excuses. Stop being satisfied with the status quo and do something to better yourself each and every day. Let's have a word of prayer. God, I want to pray for everyone who's watching this video. God, I pray that you would give them that mental toughness that they need. God, may they understand that they were created for greatness. And God, allow them to not focus upon the negativity, not focus upon the things that they can't. But God, may they focus on the goal that they have, and God, give them that mental toughness, give them that strength to be able to push through. And I pray this in your name, amen. Well, with that, I'm Chaplain Welty. I hope this video motivated you. I hope this video encouraged you to get out, get up off the couch, get up off the chair, do something. Don't allow your mind to tell you that you can't. Be a success today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. God bless.